Salute to the hottest chat in the MFing game, man. It's Saturday, and I don't know if you all are standing by for any type of fights, but not me. I just wanted to come on here and speak on a specific subject that may be important to some. But I heard Babyside talking to a listener, and something he said that stood out to me was that he's not the only one that's been talking this talk. But what stood out to me was the fact that these individuals are saying that Tank could have made the same money facing a Devin Haney, right? Or Shakur Stevenson, right? They're claiming, we're talking about people who not a part of the game, like my guy Shaw News, not a part of the game. But he's saying that Tank could have made this amount of money fighting Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, right? Now, as far as him making this a conclusive argument where there's no room to inject doubt, we know that's not true, because none of these cats are part of Team Davis's team, nor are they a part of the negotiation process, management, promotion. None of them. They just up here giving their opinion just like me. But they speak on it as if they are a part of the rotation in these fighters. So I'm here to ask, if you cover football or basketball, and let's just say football, baseball, right, professional, and somebody told you you should cover cricket, are you gonna cover cricket just because it pays too? You're not gonna do that. Hold up, y'all. So when I hear people speak on the Tank could have made the same amount of money fighting Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, that's just not the case. And I know where they're going with this too. They want to assume that a person like myself is going to miss them saying turkey out of the sheep. Tank has been crystal clear that he didn't want to go over the Riyadh season to fight on Turkey's card. But those individuals that's on the outside looking in, supposed to be, hardcore boxing fans, they want to ignore all that. They want to ignore all that. They just want to make it a point to say, no, do as I say, not as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Period. Because point blank, he's made it clear he didn't want to go to Turkey Al Sheikh's Riyadh season. So therefore, how are you all to say that he would have made the same amount of money even at Riyadh season? Do y'all have the paperwork? Do y'all know specifically what's the numbers looking like for him to fight Jake Paul, and what the numbers would have looked like if he was fighting Shakur Stevenson? Is Brian Norman Jr. getting his biggest payday fighting Devin Haney? It's possibly. But at this point in time, we're talking specifically about Tank Davis. I'm pretty sure him fighting Jake Paul, it should be his biggest payday. I'm assuming it should be his biggest payday. All I'm asking you, Babyside, and the rest, is if y'all are not a part of the camp or the ones who's doing the administrative logistics for these fighters, can y'all please just make it seem like you all are being opinionated and not speaking on it as if it's facts? You can't use this in an argument that, hey, guess what? When he have made money? I'm gonna say, hold up. You saying when he have made money fighting Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, but you're not saying would he have made equal to more money? If you're saying he would have made equal to more money, then you have to produce documentation for us to believe that, because I don't believe it. I don't believe Tank fighting Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney would have grossed the revenue coming from Jake Paul, who's the promoter MVP, and he have the financial backing to do that. I know these guys are now the same ones that were shitting on Turkey Al-Sheikh. They're now going to try to attempt to use him in a narrative, y'all. They're going to try to say, well, Turkey Al-Sheikh would have been on board to give him his biggest paycheck, but he don't want to go over there because Turkey going to make him fight a tough fight. Okay. My whole point is, you can't use Riyadh season as a ruler to basically gauge a point you're trying to make in an argument that Tank could have very well fought two other collective boxers and made the same amount of money he would make fighting Jake Paul. You don't know that. You're extremely speculating, and it's okay. When we put these narratives out there, it is a speculatory narrative. It happens in conversation. Okay? I'm not mad at that. But at least give us give us a little bit of the ingredients that you're speaking on it as if it's speculatory. Don't speak of it as if it's factual. You know? Nobody wants to hear you speak on an opinionated topic if it's factual or not. You don't know the numbers Turkey would have paid Tank to face Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. You don't know the numbers. Did Shakur Stevenson get anywhere close to what Tank was paid his previous fight with Lamont Roach? I mean, we have to ask those questions, man. Does the numbers add up? I'm just curious. You know, curiosity, you know what it does, right? That's a potent cocktail right there when you're sipping on curiosity. Y'all cats can't sit up here and say he would get the same amount or he'll get paid. Won't he get paid? Of course he'll get paid. But why are y'all looking at it like y'all mad that he's going over there to fight Jake Paul when you have fighters coming back to the ring when they're too old, they're way past their prime, they're coming back to the ring to get a paycheck, and you all find that shit okay? That's not okay at all. They have to leave their families and get back in fight camp, and who knows what type of health concerns they have. Who knows? Them leaving their family, getting back in fight camp, hoping they can stay injury free. They're much older now. They haven't been as active. And you have boxers in their late 40s, early 50s coming back to fight in the sport. But yet you don't want to see these fighters get their paycheck. Crawford, same for Crawford. Crawford's going to get a check. Same for Canelo. Canelo's getting $150 million. I don't see anybody saying, why isn't he moving up to face David Benavidez? Why is he facing some of the other top names in the super middleweight division that's there for him to fight? No, they're going to look at it like, no, he's getting $150 million. That's Canelo Alvarez. So, you know, I'm running up the bullshit flag when it comes to Tank Davis doing the exact same thing or emulating what Canelo has already done. And other fighters. Other fighters have taken bigger paychecks to fight names that we didn't think they should be fighting. But due to whatever, the social media following, the popularity numbers, it all depends, yo. I never seen so many grown-ass men try to be chief financial officers when they wasn't sequestered to do so. They didn't summons you or give you an invite to say, I've been hearing you talk business on the YTC. I would like to know if you would like to come work for us. I don't see anybody celebrating that. You know, hey, come work for us so you can run these numbers and get us the highest purse that we can possibly get. I just don't see that happening, bro. I just don't see that happening. I apologize. I just haven't seen it happen. You know, even with these being prescription shades, I still can't see it. I'm looking right now as we speak. I don't see any videos out there that you all are part of a team that's requesting your services to be a chief financial officer to make sure the numbers are right and their fighter is getting the maximum benefit of negotiations. I just don't see it, people. I'm being honest, sincere, genuine. I just don't see it. I just don't see it, yo. I just don't see it. And it's not like I'm driving through a swarm of locusts and my vision is impaired. I just don't mentally see where these guys are saying what Tank should be doing, who he should be fighting for the money. And I'm like, I guess I have some, visual firewalls that I need to reconfigure or something. For real. I have some neurological firewalls that need to be reconfigured so I can just let spam through and I can filter through the spam and find out what the fuck is going on. I apologize, y'all. But I'm not going to stay on here long. I just wanted to, kind of ask that. The question is being thrown around. Tank could have very well fought Devin and Shakur. And we already been, man, I'm not even gonna get into it. We already been through one half of the two fighters I just mentioned. But when content creators out here trying to say I have a say-so just because of the First Amendment to mitigate where a fighter's check should be and everything else that goes along with it. I'm saying, no, man, like, hell no. Hell to the no, no. No, no, no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. They didn't call your ass up. No. No, 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 no. No, what they say? No, no, and super no. Period. Well, I'm out, y'all.